Hi, welcome back to Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and today we are with the 2013 Hyundai Elantra Coupe. The Coupe is something new to the Elantra line, and we're going to give you the real first impressions video edition on this car so that you know what it's like when you meet it for the first time. So join us.
From the front, the 2013 Hyundai Elantra Coupe is a little bit different than the sedan that we might be used to. From the redesign, they have expanded this model lineup into the coupe offering that we see here. The big differences you're going to see are the changes right in the center there in the grille and the lower bumper cover housing, that lower fascia. What you're going to notice is that the fog lights are larger and more extended up towards the fender, well lit there, so it goes up more and is a larger, more bold presence. You're also going to notice that the grille has a large black centerpiece it's a shiny black plastic. And then you're going to notice also that it's got the strong chrome accent around the edge of that grille opening, and the strong chrome bar under the Hyundai badge itself, a little bit different than the sedan, so it's giving this car a bold sense from the front. From the back, what you're going to notice is that this doesn't look all that different from the sedan. In fact, you don't lose a lot with the coupe from the rear, and the only way really to tell that it is a coupe, in fact, is the fact that it has the Elantra with the coupe designation under it, right there at the upper left of the trunk lid. So you have that badging to set this apart from the other vehicles in the model lineup. However, you also have another little telltale sign, which are the two exhaust tips on the lower right-hand side, giving this car a sportier appearance from the rear than the standard sedan. So that helps, and we like the way that the package comes together here in the back. Everything wraps around nicely. You've got this lovely line that, as I showed you from the sign, comes up through the taillight, and now you can see it creates a nice dip motion, creating that area right under the center of the badge for the license plate. All the lines come together well, and this looks like a well-designed, well-thought-out, tightly built car. From the side, you get a real sense of the design and how this car comes together in a fluid motion. Notice that from the top of the headlight, that strong line comes back all the way to the rear window, and then you have another line that comes up, completing that motion stroke all the way through the rear tail light. It's a nice sense of fluidity in this design. It gives a sense of constant motion even when the car is sitting still, and it also looks like it's perched forward. It has a slope going forward so that this car really does look like it's moving when it's sitting still. And that's an important thing to see in a coupe that is sporty and fun. That's the perspective that Hyundai's trying to give this two-door. And they've also done a really nice job taking it from a four-door body to a two-door body without making it look hodgepodge. Also here from the side you can see the nice 17-inch alloy wheels, which really set off the design nicely. From the driver's seat, the Hyundai Elantra Coupe really does provide a lot of good features and a lot of good value. You know, this is a car that's right around that $23,000 mark with this SE option group, which is your top of the line model in the Elantra Coupe lineup. So what you have here is leather seat trim, heated seats, automatic climate control, navigation with a touch screen, steering wheel mounted controls, pretty much everything you could want out of a sporty coupe. And in fact, the design is really nice inside. It pulls from the Sonata and the Elantra Sedan redesign and gives you this nice swooping interior with silver accents and soft touch, which is really nice. The other really cool feature on the inside is the air ionizer that is part of the automatic climate control, so you won't have to worry about funny odors in this Elantra Coupe. Under the hood, you're going to find the 1.8-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine from Hyundai. This puts out 148 horsepower and is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission that they call Steptronic. That's going to be your manual mode that you shift with the plus and minus on the shifter from the console, just like most of the modern transmissions that you have in these pretty cool cars that are out on the market. It's something that has really become a standard feature in most of the cars that we test today. Now, on a fuel economy front, you're going to get 27 miles per gallon in the city and 37 miles per gallon out on the highway. The EPA estimates that that is a 31 mile per gallon combined rating, and that will cost you annually about $1,700 at least. That is when this Moroni sticker was produced. Interesting experience because it is all new for us. We've never driven the Elantra Coupe. And the visibility is actually really good for a coupe. The comfort in the seating position, the position of the wheel, the way the transmission shifts. We really didn't have a lot of complaint from that perspective. Where we start to notice some difference in driving this car from other cars, maybe like the Honda Civic Coupe, which is very popular out on the market, is that the steering is fairly light. It is an electric setup, so that it does, I feel like, need a little more weight from first impression, but all in all, it steers precisely and steers well. And then the pickup is decent. 148 horsepower is not a rocket, but you do feel like you've got good pickup in this car, even with the Active Eco turned on, although we'll cover some downfalls of the Active Eco system in our real video, the real review. But all in all, from a first impression, this car is well put together and drives nicely for the everyday commuter.
So that's the Real First Impressions video edition of the 2013 Hyundai Elantra Coupe. Of course, you get this neat coupe badge on the back. It comes in at right about $24,000 as tested with the navigation, Bluetooth, leather, you name it, it's got it. And we think Hyundai has done a pretty good job, on first impression anyway, at extending the Elantra model line and keeping the design language of the entire Hyundai family. Now, make sure you stay tuned for our real video review on this car coming up shortly here on Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and we'll see you down the road.